All right, so let's set up our scene now that we have the basics down. One thing that I use a lot is the Spotlight projection tool. This course isn't about that, but I feel like it's necessary for me to show you just a quick little run through on how I use Spotlight projection so that you can follow through with me in the course. But if you want more a closer look on how I approach matching a concept using Spotlight projection to help me match that concept, I have another course on here called Matching a Stylized Concept in ZBrush. So go ahead and check that out. But in this course, we'll be focusing more on how I use ZModeler to make a concept. So what you'll do is you go to Texture and you go to Import and you'll pick your concept, and then it'll show up right here in this section. So this is the concept we'll be using today. And it is done by Anne Dang, and it is her Lantern Bot concept, which is pretty cool. So what I'll do is I'll click on it, and then from there you'll click on Add to Spotlight. And what that'll do is it'll bring it into the project, and if you press Z, you'll have control over it. You can move it, and then you have this whole wheel where you can do all kinds of things to it. But the ones you'll be using is Scale and Opacity. So once you have it where you want it, you like the opacity, you press Z, and then you're back to controlling your mesh. And the opacity is used, and you'll see a lot during the project, is so that I can line up my shapes and see how they work and see how they're lining up, because I don't trust my eye. I never trust my eye all the way. I always line it up to concept just to make sure. Now that we have the Spotlight projection set up, what we can do is we need to save the position. So essentially we'll make this the size that we want, and then you're going to want to save Spotlight. So once you save Spotlight, you'll save it out, name it whatever you want, and then whenever you open ZBrush back up again, you'll import it and it'll be exactly where you left it. The other thing too is we're going to start with basic shapes. We're going to line them up to match the concept, and then we'll go to Document, Z-App Properties, and we'll click Custom. And what that'll do is it'll save out a position, and when we go back and click on it, it'll snap back to it. You can have multiple positions, you can clear them, and then you'll also save these views, and then you can bring them back in when you open ZBrush again. You'll see me save a lot of these, delete some of them, make new ones. Essentially, as the project goes on, you'll see that I realized something about the angle was a little bit off, so I'll kind of turn it and then make a brand new angle, or I'll have multiple angles depending on what part of the project I'm working on.